Hi Stampers! This suite is called In Good Taste, and you can see again, just like the rest of the suites, you've got a 2-page spread with all sorts of samples, some ideas of what's in the suite. You've got your list of items that are in that suite, your paper, and then on the other page, you've got a close-up of the stamp set plus some more samples, and then the bundle. So this is on page 122 through 124 in your catalog. These are the colors that are featured in this suite. You've got Night of Navy, Early Espresso, Basic Gray, Smoky Slate, Gray Granite, and Petal Pink. The bundle featured in this suite is the Tasteful Touches bundle. This is the stamp set. You can see again a good font with sentiments, and it has the script and the print and some really awesome images. They kind of have that sketchy type of feel for these images. And this is a red rubber, and you can see I've used some of it and I haven't put all of my cling on the back, but there's some really great images. And then we have the die set here, and I want to show you some of the differences. So this, I hope we can see that maybe on my hand. So this one is going to actually emboss around, so it's going to cut and emboss. So there's the cutting is the higher ridge, and then the embossing part is the little smaller ridge around it. So it does both inside and outside. So if you want a frame to put over top, or if you want to cut a label out, you get that embossing on both sides. Then the other type has the stitching around it. And this is like some of our other dies. You can see you've got stitching again on the inside and the outside. Let me put that on my hand. And the raised in the middle is what's going to cut. And then you've got that little decorative stitching around the edges. So you've got some really great images here that you can use. Just a note that it doesn't look like it right there, but this does cut out and stamps just nicely right there. Some of these others work really well within here. Just saying hello works very well with that. So there's all sorts of images. You can use these with all sorts of stamp sets, projects. So this bundle is really a great value. The embossing folder that is part of this suite is this textured 3D, and it's kind of difficult to see. Maybe we can see it a little bit better opened up, but it's kind of got this kind of a fabric-y type of feel, and it's just a subtle background, but it really looks great on any project. In this suite, we have the Designer Series paper. And I actually am going to go through every paper in here because this is such a great amount of texture, which is part of this design of the suite. So the designer at Stampin' Up, they actually went out and purchased tile and wood pieces and took photographs and put this paper together for us. So you can see you've got some tile, wood, some bricks. This is some fabric, like a tweed type of texture. This is like a paint with some, and I use Rococo Rose, and it went pretty well with this one as well. Some more wood grain. This looks like a tile. This has got Night of Navy. A different wood texture and color. And then here's some different types of bricks. And this reminds me of our brick embossing folder. Kind of a background type of thing. It reminds me of a photo studio. This reminds me of carpet. I'm not sure why, but I just really think it looks like carpet. Another wood grain. Here's a different type of a tile, maybe like a kind of a chevron-ish kind of thing. So it's really got some cool details in there. think of a blanket, a baby blanket, when I see this. So this is the petal pink. A different type of wood and layout. This one has some more of the paint on the background with more kind of a crumb cake or maybe some early espresso feel. This is more of a gray tone, and it has that tile look with it. Here's your night of navy. I haven't tried Misty Moonlight with that, but I bet that would work with it also. So a lot of options to color coordinate within these papers. This makes me think of a sweater or maybe a blanket also. Another piece of wood paper. And then these are like little crosses. This makes me think of a tile, like maybe a kitchen tile. Here's another one that could be a sweater or a rug. Some more brick. Again, this kind of makes me think of that 3D embossing folder. And then the last piece is another piece of wood. There's one last item in this suite that I do not have on hand, and it is the In Good Taste Elements, and it's found on page 158. You can see these are some nice little wood pieces, leaf, some little plus signs, and it coordinates with the product in the In Good Taste. Now these pieces, you could use them naturally, or you can ink them up with your ink pads, sponge dauber, and change the color so it matches your project. This is the In Good Taste suite found on page 122 through 124.